With the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
That's what I'm talking about.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, Eckler. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Gator. Hey, we got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Play. Count. Jim. Topper. 55. I got one. Check. Lucky, smooth.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run for it with Eckler. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there. And it helps them move the sticks. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Off the play fake. Herbert. He's going to wind up and air it out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Twist on Travis. Go. Go, Jackrabbit, come on.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Come on, set. 18 Gator. Deep dribble.
Now a play fake here on first down. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Melvin Ingram able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
And they will not get the snap off here. This is going to back him up halfway. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Here we go, set. 15 line it. 15 line. Let's go, baby. Go. Go. Hey, Delta.
And now again, the play clock's going to run out on him. So that's going to push him back half the distance.
90 Wolf. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. 49, guys. Mike, 49. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Hit it.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Got to be careful here, backed up this deep on 3rd down. Dancing to his left. Able to pick up a dozen yards, but they needed more. 4th down.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Here's King. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
17 yards. And the Chargers 1st down.
60 Pittsburgh.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bengals 7, Chargers nothing.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. Get it.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his third touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Got it.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On the double.
56 is the mic. Check. 3.
Go. Snap.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Joey Bosa in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Yep.
2nd and 9 now. And that is incomplete here. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
They'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
At their own 39-yard line.
Ready.
The Charger drive about to get going. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. That'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 38-yard line.
Let's go. 70, Indy.
Rip right.
Hey, Haywood. Ready?
Off play action. Herbert. And that A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. You ain't going nowhere. Hey, check Mike.
From the gun, Herbert. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And Allen's got it. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Well, they picked up the first down, but I'm just going to say it. I didn't like it before the ball was snapped, and I don't like it now that they picked it up. Think about field position on their own side of the 50. They don't get it. They put their defense in a bad spot, and it's just not a decision that pays off very often.
Well, it wasn't 4th and a yard. There was some meat on that bone.
There really was. Fortunate to get it in that situation, but not a call I would make very often.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a pass here, caught by Hunter Henry. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
First down, Los Angeles.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Check 25. Check 25. Check 25. Let's go.
On the ground, it's Eckler. And down inside the 15 he goes. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And he stopped immediately there. On the tackle that time, it's Trey Waynes. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10.
Yes. Hey, Charlie. 44, Mike, 44. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Kaiser White. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing. Because the reactions of those guys back of the back 7, phenomenal.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here at half number 1.
at the 24-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27.
Here's 2nd and 8. And this is going to be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Hey, exit. Go.
Mike Spoke. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. 44 is the mic. 40.
Hey, zoom.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Go.
44. Mike, 44. Pick me up. Here we go.
Lead grip.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
Check 13. Check 61. Matchbox lights.
Mike Spoke. Stop your whining. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Hit it.
Looking to throw. This pass complete to Higgins. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. This time they stay on the ground. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Chargers first down.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Eckler. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 right at the 40. They'll run here with Eckler. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Ready?
27, Mike, 27. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got?
Now.
Going on the ground with Eckler.
Check.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here's a quick throw caught by Allen. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 3rd down.
Set, ready? 10-2 start. Hey, box drop, box drop. Hey!
57. You want this. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
All day, baby, all day.
Hey, check Mike 57.
Let's go.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. He's got a man. It's Williams. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
Break.
57 to Mike. Hey, let's get some penetration here.
They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
At the 25-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Out.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Smooth.
56. Mike, 56, right there, right there.
Look at me. Zipper. Hey, big grip.
Again, it's Henry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd.
Hey, Delta.
49.
Go. Hit it.
Back to throw here. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. On the return, it's King. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Charger drive about to get going. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that Woody
He would have
Hayes?
kept it on the ground.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Here is Eckler. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Check 43.
Yep. Hey, team 6. Team 6. Get it.
From the gun, Herbert. Finding Gabriel, complete. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
Here we go, here we go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 1st down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47. It's Eckler again. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Tight end left.
Looking to throw. Herbert on the screen. This is Eckler. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 32-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
Tight dog. Tyler, 64. Weak. Ready.
Now a toss play to Eckler. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, 28 yards. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, and he's got him in the lead. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
Hey.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up? Through an opening, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. And the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Yes. You go. Chopper. Mike 27. Watch the screen.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins. That is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Go. Check 4. Hey, Haywood.
I'm here all day. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. In your face. 56. Mike, 56. Right there.
Yeah.
They'll look to throw here. Jones has it. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
General West. 5. 56. We own them. Go.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Joey Bosa in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Good stuff. Keep doing it.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 47.
The Charger drive about to get going. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Once more, here's Eckler. And, oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Boy, tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Check Mike 57. Mike 57. It's a party now. Recon, 152 fighter.
On the give, this is Eckler. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
One more extra point attempt for good measure. It's up and it's good as they tack on one more to what's going to be a very satisfying victory. So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end. And, you know, some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time. And they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.